Well, a really typical Dutch meal is it's honestly very simple food. The food that they make themselves. There's a meal that they call stamppot. It's where you have boiled potatoes and a little chunk of meat and some vegetables and sauce that goes over it, and that's really it. That's their meal. It's very simple, but it's very healthy, and I really grew to like that. I still make it myself. Even being home now for several months from the mission, I think, that sounds really good, and I'll buy all the stuff to make it, and I'll just have a Dutch meal. It tastes really good. There are some dishes where you kind of, I don't really know if I like that or not. For me, there's something called haring, or herring in English. There's that famous missionary film, The Best 2 Years, that was shot partially in that country, and that scene where the missionaries have to eat that fish like that. That's your tradition in the Belgium-Netherlands mission, that a trainer buys it for his or her greenie sometime in their first couple of transfers, and they take a video and send it to their parents. I almost threw up when I ate it. It's disgusting. I did not like it. Some people do, though. One of my companions, he loved it. He would eat them all the time. I couldn't do it. But that's a really fun tradition. And they love dessert in Belgium and the Netherlands. For some reason, every meal has to have dessert. And it's not something that's big. It's something that's like this big. I don't know why. I don't know where that cultural, aspect came from, but they do believe that meals are better with a dessert at the end. And you do have to eat it. They do eat sandwiches a lot. That's a very popular thing to have. Boterham is what they call it. It's a sandwich. And they eat those a lot. That'll be a meal. They'll just have a cold cut meal. Just the bread's right there, some rolls maybe, and slices of cheese, different kinds of meats, and things to spread on it. And just go ahead. Like, all right. Then they like French fries. They're called frites in Dutch, and Dutch and Belgian frites are very, very popular. You can get just a big, so big of a sack for maybe €3 or so, and it's really good. They have their own kind of mayonnaise they put on it, or they have spicy or other flavors, and it's really good. You can make a meal out of French fries in Belgium and the Netherlands. One thing I always kind of liked was they're called stroopwafels. And it's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of like a cookie that's been cut. They kind of cut it in half, so it's really thin. And they put stroop, caramel syrup, in there, and then they press it down with a hot press, and it's warm and soft, and it's so good. Like I would say, for anyone that goes there, you've got to try that. It is delicious.